home, your boy Reaper. Today is Sunday, uh, Tuesday, June 24th. It is currently 76 degrees. The high today is supposed to be 91. The low is supposed to be 74. There's a 50% chance of rain this evening. Um, and it's hot. And it's supposed to be hot. All right, today on the homestead, we're going to start where we normally start off. We are going to check our ferment. And today we're just gonna kind of see what the garden has going on. See what's going on. See what we need to do. Um, I really want a studio. Don't have to redo this all the time. Listen to this. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna put y'all on this little couch. I'm gonna get y'all out my face, flipper ripper. I'm gonna set y'all up and try to give y'all somewhere stationary while while we look at these ferments. While we check them out and see what's going on. All right, put this here. Flipper ripper. What's this? Let's get that changed. Let's get this angle. Let's see. I think we're good. All right, we're gonna check our ferments. The first thing we're gonna check is the bruh. I hope I don't drop one of these jars. The house is cold, so it's sweating. This is the peppermint tincture. We're not gonna open this one, but as you can see, peppermint tincture. The date in which it started, the 19th, looking pretty good. We just gonna give it a good shake. We just shake this a couple times a day, like once or twice. All right, try to make sure all the material is kind of underneath the vodka. All right, let's see. The next one we'll look at would be the blackberry fermented fruit juice. We started this on the 20th. Should be ready around the 26th, 27th. And all we're doing with this one is we just want to crack the top, look under here, and what we're checking for is any mold that may be forming. You know what I'm saying? Do you see it? There's no mold forming, so everything's good. I'm just gonna top this one back up and do the same thing with the larger jar. Ah, bugs. Stop, it's too early in the morning to be buzzing. Same thing with this one. You just carefully wipe this thing down just so it doesn't slip out of my butter fingers. Same thing. Now this one doesn't have as much liquid, so the sugar cap that we put on top is still there. We're just checking for mold. Any kind of mold, we want to remove the mold, add some more brown sugar to the top. Brown sugar should help keep this in an environment that to where the microbes don't want to grow. I know it seems counterintuitive. It's like, wait, you putting sugar in there, you feeding them. But the crystalline structure of sugar pulls moisture from material, and those microbes need the moisture to do their jobs. So it should be a thing of if you got the right amount of sugar in there and it topped off right, that shouldn't happen. All right, let's check the peach vinegar. We're gonna see what it looked like. What it smell like. Let's flip the flipper ripper. All the fruit is at the top. We'll just get at a flipper ripper. We'll get at a quick stir down. And we will move on from here. I brought something to stir with. Put it in my pocket. All right. And we'll just stir this down. Sit, sit. It gets all fizzy. It gets all fizzy. All right. And all we're trying to do is release carbon dioxide that is built up during this process, as well as get the fruit material back below the surface of the water so it can finish converting into vinegar. Now that's good. All right. Now I'm gonna leave y'all looking at the garden for a minute while I put these back up. I don't want to chance these getting any sun. So, y'all know how this goes, right? For a few minutes, you're looking at this stuff. And then I'll be back shortly after a couple trips. All right, be right back. All right, that's out the way. Let's move on to something else. What is? What is, Bills? Alright. Let's see, did I bring... Oh, I got a bowl. Because I think we're going to harvest some bergamot today. Let me kind of just... First of all, let me just start up here and looking around. We're going to actually check the front today, too. We usually don't go around to the front. But we may need to empty some water trays, like here. Yeah. Yeah. So let's put y'all back down in a good position to see me do that. I mean, you know, just pouring the water off. That's all. That's all. That's all. And I was gonna pour it in one of these plants down here, but they don't really use it. I hope my little pagoda feed thing. Let's do this. Flipper ripper. I need to flip this around. I need to be able to look over there and see if I'm in the shot. We're gonna prune up this pagoda feed. It looks bad. Some dead shoots. Got some green tips on this. I'm hoping it'll be okay. Like this cutting, this air layer did really well, and so I am really upset at how I let this drop. This is only after rooted well. I set it somewhere and I forgot about it, and it got too hot, too dry. So it may not recover. I hope it does. We just don't. I mean, you know, you should water other things with the water. The rain, everything kind of bad water. We just gonna put some rain. All right. Come on, baby. I hope you're hanging out. Got some Malabar spinach. On to the next one. Let's grab a bowl, flipper ripper. All right, let's move on out to the garden. Let's see what's what. I guess we'll walk over here and check out these grapes. Man, the lawn people done hit the pot with a weed eater, bro. It's whatever. All right, here go one of Lucy's, two of Lucy's air layers. This one didn't have that many roots. I didn't do the air layer big enough. I didn't do the hole for the bag big enough. But it's still green, so it's hanging in there. This one here rooted well, and it looks like she rooted well. This one here, I just stuck in the ground. If it survives, it survives. All right. We headed on out here, trying to see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. All right. Morning, y'all. How y'all doing? Everybody doing all right? Y'all looking pretty good. Need to add some more leaves to the compost. Tomatoes looking good. Strawberries are looking good. That tomato over there is looking good. Look how tall that one is in the corner. All right, let's do this. Let's put this bowl down, and then we'll. Oh, it's a truck starting. I thought that was thunder. And this is what we're going to harvest today. Bergamot. We're going to harvest the bergamot, and we're also going to pull some out to make it smaller. She's just taking over. She's just taking over. All right, let's see. Let's start around here. Leaf look pretty bad right there. We'll get rid of it. We're gonna treat it like it's disease and throw it on the burn pile. Bruh, I just wish I had them. Today is one of those days. Right. Oh. All right. Now, why? Look at this. Is this really because of this squash this here? If this thing is done this, bro. Let's get the squash off here, though. I'm gonna get this one off too. This one didn't do. Got a nice squish. We got a squish that didn't do too hot. We'll put this over here. All right. Let's see if there's anything else. Yeah, man. What else? What else? Bruh, sit, boo boo, sit. Am I gonna have to stake these cages to the, what tie the cages to the edge of the bed to keep them level? Still dealing with the powdery mildew. I kind of want to spray. We're supposed to get rain this evening. I kind of want to spray, but I'm not. So I guess the wind blew these cups down here. All right, let's just keep tracking, see what's going on. Do we have any water to remove? We got a little bit. Shasta daisy. This is basil. Basil. This one here is empty. All right, not bad, not bad, and not bad. Let's take a look at these. Oh yeah. Look at this mulberry. This mulberry likes this. You know, I'm probably gonna mess up by doing this. But I think we're gonna move this mulberry out of here. Yeah. Yeah. This is not looking good. We're gonna move it right here. And I'm gonna keep an eye on it. Yeah, right. I'm gonna forget about this thing today. I hope not. I'm gonna try to remember to keep an eye on it to see how it's doing. I'm gonna just top these back up. Some of these blackberries are looking good, some of them not so much. All right. That's funny. All right, let's check this. We hadn't checked this JLF, this Jadam liquid fertilizer in a minute. Yeah, it's all poofy. All right. We're gonna get this stirred back in there. Get this mix back in there. You know what I need to do? Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Is I need to look at that comfrey and I need to break off a piece of the roots, few of the roots, so I can get comfrey growing in some other places. They say that it propagates really easy via the roots. So I think I'm gonna put some out there in the pollinator bed so it can be permanently growing out there. And then we also use those leaves. Those leaves are really nutritious according to people in the science. They have a lot of nutritional value for plants, not necessarily for people. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grow them for that reason. We're gonna grow them, use the leaves as a mulch, use the leaves in liquid Jadam liquid fertilizer, and let's tie this tomato down. Got some things I want to do with this miter. So we're gonna start by one, making a loop, crossing the loop, and then we'll get it tied down. Let's tie it down toward the, closer toward the top. Is that gonna be a mistake? We'll see. All right. Yeah, let's go a little bit. Yeah. We're gonna tie that right there. Oh my God, that stuff stinks, bro. That stuff stinks to high heaven. It would definitely attract the flies. That Jadam liquid fertilizer, as well as that the fish amino acids. Bro, you pop the top on them, just understand the flies are coming. Alright, can we get this? I don't like can we get this in a shot. That'd be the real question. Bro, the band-aid on my thumb. Bro, I cut my thumb. I sliced my thumb open yesterday. I was replacing a bathroom exhaust fan. And I had my hand resting on the housing of the new fan. Doing something. Can't remember what. But boy, that thing sliced me. It hurt. Well, I knew I'd take that back. It wasn't that bad. It hurt. You know, like a 3 or a 2. Wasn't bad. But I was in the attic. It was hot. I'm talking about. It was hot. I should have done that earlier. Like when I finish this, I'm going back in the attic to finish up. I need to do some sheetrock work up there. The new fan was smaller than the old fan, so I gotta fix the hole that was left. But bro, it was so hot up there. I think I worked in maybe 5-minute increments before I just had to come down and take a few minutes, cool off, and then get back at it. Bro, why did I make this thing here so short? Why, son? Why? Oh, this ain't gonna hold that well, but it is what it is. And y'all can't see what I'm doing nowhere because I ain't recording it to nobody. All right. Alright, I hope I didn't break that. But I got that tied. Now that should split and grow two different ways. We have some miters on here finally. A few little miters on there. This is a Chadwick chair. I think I might have bent that stem right there. Ugh, I hope not, but we'll see. Anything else I can tie to something? Now, this could be tied to this post right now. And there go the first fruit. So usually what I do on the first fruit, I remove all the lower leaves. But this one is still kind of small. And removing the lower leaves will be like half of its leaves. So I've been waiting. But I think we are going to tie this to the post. All right. Oh, man. My old knees. We're going to loop this thing right there. Cross it rather. Then we are going to go behind, pull tight. All right. And we're going to try, man, come on, bro. We're going to focus this right there. You know, I used to watch videos on YouTube and I used to be like, bro, you ain't got the thing in the shot and did. Always complaining. Now I understand. They working solo dolo. They working solo dolo. That's some compassion and grace for your butt right there. All right, got those two tomatoes more secured. Forgot the tape. And let's see what else. Do we want to get this one? Not yet. That one's short. This one's a little bit longer. We'll get that one. Seems to be kind of a catch-up day in the garden. Just things that I've seen that need to be done. Today is the day to get them done. We're going to harvest some bergamot too. It doesn't grow any flowers for me for whatever reason. That thing grew flowers the first year. We moved it to the pollinator bed, and it has not bloomed since. Didn't near one. And we checked the app. We use this app called Picture This to make sure it's still, we didn't grab the wrong plant or something to that effect. And it still calls it wild bergamot. But we don't know. Some information says it ain't. It's getting too much water, too many nutrients, the soil too good. I'm just like, well, if that's the problem, that's just gonna be the problem, man. I'm not gonna undo that. Can't undo that. Now we got some berries. We got a berry. We're gonna pick this berry early. Eat this early berry. Because tomorrow, that was actually sweet. Because tomorrow a bird will be done picked it. Into the compost. All right. A lot of my squash are succumbing to squash vine borer. That's cool. As they die, we putting okra in. Not tripping. We also planted some beets up in here. Yeah, I don't know. I wondered how well they were gonna do with this mulch right there. Like, were they gonna grow through it or get eaten by it? Or by the stuff that's in it. But at the same time, I can't leave the ground uncovered. Because the sun's gonna kill all the soil life. Wow. The disrespect is real. Got a few beets in here. Seem to be. All right. We're gonna have to get this holy basil out of here too. It's really doing well. I almost don't want to, but seem to be in bed. We have flowers. I haven't checked for any fruit. I have seen flowers, but I hadn't been looking to see how the fruit are doing. If there are any fruit. Doesn't seem to be so far. Just flowers. That little baby there bounced back. Let's go. Thought for sure it was gonna die. All right, what did I do with my bowl? What did I do with my bowl? Put the bowl over there? I did. I got my prunes in my pocket. All right, let's check these for water. Ouch, stepping on pine cones. We just gonna, it's just a few of these. We're gonna get this with this. Take that like that. And we're just going to drop all that. My bad, wasp. Don't come stinging me. Y'all didn't like that at all, huh? My bad. I really mean that. I didn't realize y'all were using that for nothing. Y'all probably looking for the flowers. Flowers ain't going nowhere. Stop tripping. Alright. Alright. You know what? Let's do this. Let me zoom them out a little bit. Put that a little bit. Let's not put them on the ground. My life, my life, my life, my life, my life. Alright, these okra that we planted the other day. I got some in a little bit now. They're looking pretty good. They standing. Now there's some more room to plant some more okra. Probably in another week or two. I'm gonna start planting some more and trying to have like a 2-week gap between all the little sets of okra that we put out. And there is no zucchini to harvest. Ouch. Bunch of pine cones to step on. Wait, am I missing something? I could have sworn that one of these had 2 on it. One that was too big, and like this one here is finally dying. Yeah, we're gonna get this up out of here. It doesn't have any more fruit on it. Snails are eating the leaf, eating the flowers. Let's go and get this out of here. Where did that's not. Cut it off at the ground. Get this on up out of here. No, we gonna look at that. Look at that squash vine board down. And it's totally. It ate through the stem and made it weak. I think the wind shifting it made it break, split open. So also in that spot, we will plant okra. Not this week. Now week after next actually. So I just planted those over the weekend. So this weekend will be a week. The weekend after that will be 2 weeks. Yeah. Let's get this. We also need to harvest. I didn't bring but one bowl. But I'm thinking we're gonna probably grab some of those chives too. The only reason I say that, I usually try to harvest one thing at a time. With there being so much bergamot, we're not gonna dry the bergamot. We're gonna just use the bergamot to make bug barrier. So we're gonna take it in the house. Not even gonna wash it, honestly. Gonna pick out all the pine straw, and then we're gonna cut it up. About we being me, I'm gonna cut it up, put it in a big stock pot, fill it up with water, and boil it for like 5 hours. And what that's gonna do is extract all the strong smells from the bergamot. Now you can use anything with a strong smell: peppermint, oregano, lemongrass, whatever you have. And once you boil it for 5 hours, it's gonna reduce in volume, of course, but you're gonna keep that. I put it in mason jars while it's hot, then it kind of seals itself. Put it in the top of the pantry. Use that to spray on my plants to kind of deter pests. Pests don't like strong smelling things. So whichever ones you find that work well, stick with them, grow them yourself. Make your own. I call it bug barrier because that's about all it does. So I mix a cup of that, a gallon of water, and like a tablespoon of dishwashing liquid, or Castile soap, or African black soap, whatever you have. And it kind of deters pests. I mean, like don't get it twisted. It's not gonna kill a lot of insects. So the only thing in there that's gonna kill insects is soap. And so that means if it's a soft-bodied insect, it'll deal with it. If it's a small worm that hadn't got its final color, like young, it'll deal with it. But yeah, we need to pull this back some. It is just taking over. Need to pull it out till it is no longer occupying the entire quarter of the bed. We only gonna give it a square foot, and it seems to spread, so I'm not really worried about cutting it that much, honestly. Let me find a way to get over chill, and then we'll get this done. Whoa, whoa, and whoa. You know what? I'm gonna put y'all on this little tripod, bro. Cause as much as I move, y'all gonna be upside down. They ain't gonna be complaining. We can't work sideways, yada yada yada. All right. Man, it's supposed to be hot, bro. It was so hot yesterday. Oh my God. It was so hot. All right, let's turn this away. Let's put this like this. Ripper, ripper. Got y'all high on the hog today. All right, that's kind of high, but it might work. Let's see what this look like. All right, cool. Let's get this bergamot harvested. I was sitting here thinking I was gonna do this outside on the burn, but I don't know if I got 5 hours worth of propane. So we're gonna take it to his house. Do it in house. All right, let's get to this. I'm not even trying to prune this pretty. It's just cut back to the ground. I don't think this plant minds rooting if any parts of the stem touch the ground. That's weird. I have to imagine this is how this thing got to this point. I really don't like putting roots out the garden. They serve a function. But I'm also trying to manage this plant. We're gonna get that cut off. Ain't no trying to have it no. The ground is wet. Soil is pretty good. It's coming right up. I really don't like. I'm trying to repeat. All right. And hopefully this leaves me with a few gallons of berry. I have a little bit left from last time I did this. All right. Let's see. This is what we want to leave. Berry. That's a little bit more than a square foot. It seems. We're gonna leave this little part right there. The rest of it coming out of here. Coming with me, Quaid. I think that's a line off the old Total Recall of Switzerland. You know what's funny? I guess this is something that I wanted to happen. I wanted this bed to get full to the point to where we were removing things from it. Preferably removing it to transplant it somewhere else. But in this case, I don't really have anywhere else that I know I want to grow a plant that behaves like this. Same thing. Way over there. Alright, alright, alright. Yay. Cool. Alright, two birds, one stone. We got this thing manageable again. And we have quiet some materials to make another input for the garden. Yeah. Self-sustainability, baby. You know what you have, you get what you need. Alright. Just start to build these roots. Yay. Alright, now these other roots will be okay. They'll break down, decompose. You know, I kind of just like for that to happen underneath the soil. So the things that like to live around there still have their little home. But we're going to let this little home here make it. That is way less than a square foot. But it's going to be alright. You look like Zen, you got another grape growing in this bed. Oh my God, man. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all now. If you ever get hold of grapes and you're trying to get rid of the sticks, be careful where you put them. Because I just really thought they would do it. And I just put them here to compost slowly. And that grape said, nah, bruh. Live around you. Live around you. We're going to be doing pretty good, too. Now, you know, part of me is thinking about, you know, just putting concrete reinforcement and they can grow up there. All right. Joe Pye weed. I need to Google what Joe Pye weed looks like because I have no clue. Queen picked that up. She wanted to say it was a good pollinator. I said, cool, let dirt. All right. Now we have a big bowl of burgers. Big bowl of burgers. All right. Let's go put. I'm gonna put this somewhere to where it's not gonna be in direct sunlight. And then we're gonna walk out to the outer rim. We hadn't been out there. We're gonna put that in the shade. Y'all sitting. Y'all be good now. All right, all right. And then working, I'm also trying to come up with something to do for tomorrow slash rest of the week. We're going to start propagating strawberries again. Cause flipper ripper. As I look around, I'm seeing strawberry runners here and there. There goes some back there in that corner. Yep. So it's the time of year where they're starting to run. So it's gonna be the time of year where I replenish the ranks. We have a few left. But I'm probably only gonna do one tray and try to get another 70 and see how that works. And I think I'm gonna come back out here and grab some of those chives. And then I don't know. I think I'm gonna dry 'em, put them in the dehydrator, and then grind them. My mom told me about when she grew garlic. She took the leaves, dried them out in the dehydrator, and onion, green onion, and used it to make onion powder. But it never even occurred to me to do that. Man, we got an OG onion back there. Back there, you see it? Do you see it? Right back in the back there. I could have been using them big old huge blades, leaves to make dried onion powder, bro. What did I do? Okay, I'm just kind of giving everything a final peruse. Look at the grapes, they're looking decent. Decent, and decent. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna leave that bowl right there. We're gonna grab these, take them to the burn pile, and if it quits raining, we'll start burning some stuff. And then we're gonna drop these off. We'll see if we can see Miss Ducky today too. Grass is getting tall where she is. She's hardy. We dropped it. Now at some point this is really gonna be a fire pit area. It's kind of why we chose to burn in this area. Alright. I just wish all these trees would fall on themselves. Save me a few grand. Oh, Miss Ducky. I ain't even check on this big girl. Let's get it. There you gotta do a little clean up. Hey, Miss Ducky. Oh, I see you. How you doing, Mama? I doubt y'all gonna be able to see her. I'm looking at her through leaves and stuff. Yeah, she in there good. Am I even looking at the right spot? I am. She's just hiding really well. Let's see what we got going on here. Lucy laying on the ground. Lucy always on the ground. I definitely have to put Lucy in a bigger pot. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow too, or later on this week. Putting Lucy in a bigger pot, bro. That tree got some long thorns on it, bro. All right. Let's see what everything's looking like out here for what we can tell. So as the sunflowers start to look like this, they are starting to, the seeds are starting to develop. It's starting to be ready. I looked up a video on eating sunflower seed heads. You know, I really thought that was a way to deal with the head once you got the seeds out. No, it's just another way to eat the seeds. You should grab the head pretty much at that stage when they're young. Well, not young. When they're starting to ripen. First things, the heads start to droop once the seeds start to get ready. And at this point, the outside leaves, the yellow petals start to fall off, start to dry out, fall off. At that point, before they get their color, you can take them, clean them up, oil them up, season them up, throw them on a hot grill 5 to 10 minutes. Bam, that works. We may have to try that out. We may have to try it because we got a couple of them where the heads are drooping. The backs hadn't turned brown yet. When the backs start to turn yellow and brown, that's how you know the seeds are drying. But the seeds are finished. They have finished developing, haven't finished ripening, so they don't have color to them just yet. Look at these leaf-footed bugs. I hate these things, bro. They love the sunflowers, though. Get off. Get off of my plant. I'm not even sure what damage they cause, but they cause, oh, my bad, I'm stepping on bugs. You know what? I think how much time we got? 15 minutes? It'll take 5 minutes to cook. It's probably gonna take 10 minutes or so for the charcoal to heat up on the grill. I should have did this yesterday. I mean, earlier. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Maybe we'll eat some sunflower seed heads tomorrow in the morning. Get the grill fired up first thing. That'll take 10, 15 minutes. Then roasting it should take 5 or 10. We'll see what that's like. But they are pretty. We sold sunflowers at the market. They did pretty well. Not complaining. Hell, some of them still in the kitchen. They still look pretty good. The big one up top, its head is finally dropped. So pretty soon it's going to start finishing ripening seeds. And we're gonna see. I also want to know what's gonna happen to some of the ones I deadheaded. Like, I don't think sunflowers grow anymore. Like that one right there in the back. I don't think you got a leaf-footed bug on it. Can y'all see that? Let's zoom in. That's a leaf-footed bug. I don't think it's gonna grow any more lateral heads. I think if it's a single-headed sunflower, it's just a single-headed sunflower. If it's a multiple head, they kind of grow the multiple heads as the plant grows. I could just do some research, but grapes are graping for what they can do. That's a nice one. That's his noise. I like it. Big head. I'm gonna be free. I almost want to grow a whole field of nothing but huge mammoth sunflowers. But at the same time, I love the variety. Like, I love the color. I am, man, every time I walk out here, something in this tree don't fell down. That was loud. Uh, this sunflower with the purple stems, it does have a different color. I like it. I like it. I like it. But as you can see, most of the petals are starting to die back. So they're starting to make seed or finish up on seed. Still got some pretty ones. I like it. I like it. I like it. I'm surprised this in here hadn't been eaten by a squirrel or something. Maybe I treat them better one year and actually keep them from falling on the ground or standing back up when they fall. No, get out your live, cuz. Get out your live, cuz. Like this one here is white at the back, so it's a good chance, yep. You know, oh yeah, I'm gonna try to roast these things. We gonna see. Now, part of me is wanting to do it off stream, not because I think it's gonna be bad, just because I don't want to wait till tomorrow. I'm gonna be for real. I don't really want to wait tomorrow. I want to see what that tastes like now. Um, then the other part is I really want it to be a surprise when I taste it. Like I don't really, I mean, I always wonder is that stuff pre-canned and fake when I'm watching it on social media. I guess it's on this pre-canned and fake as you want it to be. I guess. And so since I really want this to be a true blind taste test, I'm not going. I mean, because it's so easy now, right? You know what I'm saying? Like this one here is ready, perfect. The head is perfect color, green, yellow. The seeds are immature; they still white up in there. And then on top of it is little. So if it ain't that good, I hadn't wasted much. I told y'all I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Cause bro, I don't know what that'll taste like for breakfast, but I'm already thinking some coconut oil, some avocado oil, since it's gonna go on the grill. It's gonna be hot. Some salt, some pepper, some onion powder, garlic, maybe some basil. And then part of me is wanting to do something citric, some lime or some lemon juice on it. I like the end. Don't know why, but anyway. Bro, I hadn't picked berries in a minute because all this rain. Yeah, got a beer I need to train to the trellis. This one here is new growth. It needs to be pulled over chim. That's why all the new berries gonna grow next year. Man, I don't know if this is just something up with this spot or what. Because I dug up a blackberry that was sitting right there and put it right here. And it hadn't really taken off this year. I mean, technically, this will be the first season it's in that spot. I was expecting more new growth. If I just need to be more patient. Just kind of let it hang out and chill. Let it kind of establish its root system now. And then maybe next year give me more new growth. We're going to see. Alright, the figs are figging. I need to put this one in another pot as well. And trim it up. Make some more babies. And this one, rust is starting to do its thing on this one. And this is the same type as that one according to the label. We're going to see. Got a nice look. Oh, this one here finally getting some more figs on. I was wondering. It just had that one for so long. This is a Cadota fig. This is one I air layered. I almost let the air layer die. But I also took some smaller cuttings and put them in humidity domes, and a lot of them seem to have survived. So we still have more Cadota figs. A little rust on this, a Delta fig. It's already trying to put off figs. Uh-oh. It's already trying to put off figs. So yeah. Yeah. Now this beer is black fig over here. It's just big. You ain't putting off nothing. Nothing. And nothing. Just leaves. Now, I do see a few more trees I'm gonna get off this one though, because of how I want them to grow. I'll be doing some pruning. All right, what else is back here? Blueberries, pink lemonade. She looking good. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Got a few. Got some breakfast. Got a little breakfast. I even got bruh. I even have little runners on these. Let's do this. Flip a ripper so I can see what's going on, man. See what's going on, man. Where the bears at? See, little bears. Grab these few little bears. Little breakfast. I just wanted to grab two bears. What do you? Just a little breakfast. A little breakfast. I see some runners over here. Grass that need to be pulled. Dead leaves, dying leaves that need to be pruned out. Not bad. All right, get out of my face. Let's go move to the front. As I mentioned the front earlier. We're gonna move to the front, see what the front looking like, see if any of those trays need water. Have water that needs to be dumped. Let's go see. And then we're gonna move our squash in the house as well as our bergamot. And then when I get in the house, I'm gonna get the bergamot prepped up and put it on the stove and get it going. Let's see. All right. Yep, got trays that need emptying. We have some peppermint, some spearmint, banana mint, apple mint. This is mojito mint. That's orange mint. And there's actually some bergamot sticking his head out like that. Oh, blackberry on the left, holy bays on the right. Some okra, tomatoes and stuff, spider plants, more okra. All right, let's do this. We're gonna put y'all. Look at that lemon balm. Look how big that lemon balm is. Y'all ain't flip it ripper. Flip it ripper. Look at the flowers on the lemon balm. This is like lemon pledge. Some more patchouli. And this is that clear sage. See how small this one is compared to the one in the patio? The patio. On the back porch. The pollinator bed. Then we got some pineapple sage standing up back there. All right. Flip a ripper. Let's get these. I said flip. Let's get these trays empty. And we'll move on back to the back. Like I usually let them sit in water for what day. Around 24 hours. I'll probably do this again. A bit later in the day. Yeah, probably. Because the plants themselves, the pots are holding water. You could probably get more. This is called lots of pieces I do. Split it in half. That's the worst thing. I probably would go rid of the skin. I think they like it. Gotta work myself off camera. Hey. We'll transition back towards the back. Imagine me be coming through here in a minute. And she ain't signed the waiver. She ain't on film. She ain't signed the waiver. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. 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 Oh, I need to check the ginger. The ginger I planted is in the garage. There's no way for me to open the garage without killing this app. It's gonna probably mess up the stream. So we gonna just get ready to call this thing. Yeah. Let's flip a ripper. I don't wanna look at this. My little place of peace. So let me go ahead and tell y'all how this works. In the mornings, when I come out here and work in the mornings, the garden gets sun in the morning. So I'm not out here working. Not out here. Not in this part. It's hot. I'm either gonna be on the patio, on the couch, because it's in the shade still. Or either sitting right out here in the middle. But usually I'm on the patio, because out here in the middle I have to move every few minutes. Sitting out there on the patio until the sun hits the patio. At that point, then I think there are a couple of spots in this area I can grab shade from. And then I grab shade. I mean, because I worked in the garden so long, Sunday, from like 8 in the morning to like 2, and it was hot. I mean, it just was, I was in the shade most of the time, honestly. I moved my work to where the shade was. Do you see? That's exactly what your boy did. All right, so let's take my squish. Take my burgie. My burgies are the mots. And we are going to conclude this thing. All right, flipper, ripper. Appreciate everybody for showing up. Thank you for coming out. Appreciate everybody for showing up. Thanks for coming to holler at your boy. It's been fun. It's been real. We do this again tomorrow. Um, Anything special? Nah, nothing special. Hope everyone has a wonderful day, productive day, a powerful day, peaceful day. All right. So y'all know how we end this, man. Remember to create more than you consume. You don't have to suck at this, cause I do. Y'all have a good one. All right. Peace.